floor is yours.
Hey, everybody, welcome into Burn It Down NASCAR podcast, post Daytona pre auto club.
Yeah.
What a race!
Uh, yeah, it was all right. Um, I one thing I this is to the finish of the race. The one thing Fox is neat. I was thinking about it this morning. Fox wants to get the race over and be done and go to the next broadcast. I hate it. I liked NBC where it was post race. They had post race interviews for like an hour, and then they had like a post race talking to the driver for like an hour after the race ended. What pissed me off is I texted you. I hope Kyle Larson's all right because that hit was hard. No one knew. They didn't say anything on the broadcast. They didn't say, oh, he's in the infield. He's out of the car. They didn't say nothing because his hit it looked vicious. And only way we found out was going to Twitter. Bob Pockrass and other people were posting about it. So that's more or less a dig on Fox, not really NASCAR in the race. But that is the one really thing that really bugged me because, like I said, I texted you and holy shit, Kyle Larson hit hard. So I don't know.
I saw some comparisons on the internet between that hit and Dale Sr.'s hit. The similarities between it, but the difference is Larson was belted in and buckled in and everything like that, where we all know that the reason that hit took Dale's life is because he had his damn belt off. But I honestly, I'll be honest, I didn't catch that, or that didn't occur to me, because those last 20 laps, there was so much carnage.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
So that didn't really stick out to me. I understand where you're coming from, and I get it, but again, that just didn't. I guess I should.
I guess it was kind of an uproar for some people. It's like, I understand it was a crash. Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse won. It was a solo car team. It was great for him, but like, say, hey, just say an update. But they want to end it, be done, and go to the next broadcast. And I don't like that. But
it was the longest Daytona 500 in history.
And the
300 or 530 some miles by the time they finally got it done. So but I agree with you. They didn't want to stick around and cover the after race interviews, and
that's one thing about NBC. They do really well. They cover all that, and Fox, they don't. They don't want. They feel like they're losing all the viewership, so let's go to the next thing. And NBC does it. So I don't know. But the race itself was good. I think Kyle Larson did a dumb move going to the center there, and he got turned. There was a lot of really wrecked cars that finished. Like Ryan Blaney was in my lineup. I took him out because he crashed, and then he finishes like 7th or something. Like, it was this wrecked car.
Well, now.
So, Travis Pastrana did really well. He finished 11th.
Blaney actually,
he was in top 10, I think. Pretty sure.
Yeah, he was. He was 8th.
Yeah, and I took him out when he had his little issue.
I went totally rogue on my lineup. I didn't put any of the top guys in except for Kyle Busch, and I paid for it.
I took Logano, McDowell, Hamlin. I had Keselowski and Blaney, and I had Wallace in the garage just because this is his type of race, and if he's gonna place good, it's gonna be here. And I took Wallace over Blaney when he crashed, and that was a bad move because Wallace ended up with 17 points and Blaney finished with 29. I lost 12 points because I took the guy who didn't wreck.
Well, if you've got the fantasy league up, and what did I don't remember. I didn't print it out. I just bring
league. I had 149. You had 112.
Yeah, I've struggled. Can you pull up my lineup, or do I have to
I
do
might have
that?
to do it myself. I don't like the internet, the online version. For some reason, it doesn't. When I click, it doesn't. Go to league and
Yeah,
click your name, it don't work. But if I go on the phone app, it does. Give me a second.
because
There,
I really went off the wall. It was a throwaway race for me. I didn't
result
figure many of the
league.
big names.
Yeah, you had Cindric, McDowell, LaJoy, Kyle Busch, which was a good pick, really was until one of the
A
last.
half lap for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
end. I
and
was
then
feeling pretty damn
and
good.
then Ty Gibbs and Eric Jones. Eric Jones was a really rogue pick, huh?
Yeah. Well, like I say,
LaJoy was a good pick. He had, like I said, all of them are good, but like I said, Ty Gibbs is the only one that I would think maybe not. It's just this is that type of race where anybody can win, anybody can finish.
yeah,
You
he
know,
finished 25th. So, all right, let's do it just the top 10 because it really doesn't matter. With the Wreck Fest we had, uh, your winner is Stenhouse. Joey Logano is top of the points because of his stage wins
yep.
and that kind of stuff, but he finished second. Christopher Bell came in third. Chris Buescher was fourth. Bowman was fifth. And how in the hell he did that other than just attrition, I don't know.
Just being missing all the
Uh,
crashes.
Allmendinger, he found every way from Sunday to try and lose that race and came home sixth. He kept getting kicked out of line. Suarez,
Well, he
Blaney,
he was trying. He wasn't sitting around. He's like, "We need to go, boys. Let's go, let's go," and nobody wanted to go
and
with
every
him.
time they said,
Yeah,
"See ya,"
yeah. So nobody wanted to take the chance to go, and when he did it, no one went with him, and it kind of screwed him. But in the end, he missed a lot of crashes because of that too.
well, that's true. Anyway, Blaney was eighth, Chastain was ninth, and Herbst was 10th.
Riley Hurts.
Kevin Harvick had a strong showing in 12th, Truex in 15th, Hamlin in 17th, Kyle Larson 18th. That's not bad. But he was in that last
Yeah,
wreck.
yeah.
Kyle Busch, Bubba Wallace, Eric Amarola, Keselowski, Cindric, all of them were in that last wreck. Where did Jimmy the man Johnson finish? He
One,
was
no.
31st,
Yeah, yeah.
but he got caught up in one of the earlier wrecks. So
Yeah, the
anyway, I honestly I enjoyed the race. I really did. It was to me it was a good race. Um there wasn't the three wide hardly at all. If anybody went to the middle, they just got catapulted to the back. It was side by side.
Bubba, he got shuffled pretty that way too. Because he couldn't. When he didn't, when he stayed out, just get in the front. His car wasn't good enough for some reason. I don't know if it was lack of talent or lack of equipment, but you could see him getting
Both.
pushed. You could see him getting pushed, and his car was squirrely as hell. And then I forgot who was pushing him, but they finally said bye bye and put him to the center, and he just went straight to the back.
Yeah. He didn't have the best
Equipment, surprisingly, which I think they would. I think Travis Pastrana had a better car than him. Uh, so I can go down the
But
point.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Where'd Reddick finish? Did I already call his name?
Finished 36th.
Okay, so he did better than his teammate. No, that's Ryan Priest. That was 36.
Oh, sorry. 36 in points is
Reddick
John
was 39th.
Yeah. Has to be one of the last ones. I went to points. I'm on points.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out the points real quick. It's Joey Logano, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse, Christopher Bell, Alex Bowman, Ross Chastain, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, AJ Allmendinger, Martin Truex for the top 10.
Where's Stenhouse?
Third.
He's set. Okay. I didn't hear you say
It's
him.
Joey Logano, Chris Buescher, the Ricky Stenhouse.
Okay.
Like, but this is gonna get shuffled a lot in the first 5 races just because the points are just that close. So we'll start seeing in the first 5 races who's the cream's gonna rise to the top type. They have Travis.
Well, yeah, we got.
They, they have Travis at 16th. He's not gonna stay there. He's not racing another race, so that's gonna drop him down. I don't know why they even put him.
Well, they actually. Well, yeah, he's 11. I'm looking at race
Yeah,
results.
yeah.
He finished better than Jimmy Johnson, and they started side by side at the back.
Like I said, I was pretty impressed by Travis. His performance, and he finished 11th. But he says he's not looking. He's not aspiring to race any more Cup races. He's focused on the truck side, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Denny did come out and say interview about what he. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm pretty sure he'd probably allow Travis to come back. But I guarantee you, they got money back for Travis for one qualifying and finishing the top in the 11th. So I'm sure they got money for it. So of course they're gonna bring him back if they wanted to.
Oh, sure.
With
If you
sponsorship.
want. Well, he said in several interviews that this was like a bucket list item for him.
It was.
So, all right. Real quick. Obviously, we go to Auto Club, and we'll get to that later as far as our winners and dark horses. Then we got it's the West Coast swing. Auto Club, Vegas, Phoenix. Then we come back to Atlanta, and then they go out Dakota. So there's that. Uh, I want to. Well, I'll save that for when we start talking about Auto Club. We had talked last time about possible weather. The only race that was really rained out was the trucks.
Everybody was mad.
So
They wanted them to finish it, but they tried, but they didn't.
yeah, couldn't do it. And another thing I want to get off the table here real quick, and then I've got a whole bunch of other little
Yep.
things. I want to recognize because I don't think we did it last time was Senior. Uh, the anniversary of his passing was the 18th. I think it was the day before the race. It's been 22 years, so that bears mentioning. He, no matter what you thought of the man, he was one of the best. So, you got anything you want to talk about?
No, not really. I just congrats to Ricky. I think it's cool that he got with his old crew chief that they won championships with in Xfinity, Bush, whichever it was back in the day. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if you heard it or not. They had a tape on the top roll bar. We believe in you.
Yes.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, when he came across the line, he said something, and I heard where his crew chiefs like read your roll bar.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, I see it. Yeah. And actually, I seen there's a picture, I think NASCAR or somebody tweeted, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool of his team or crew chief that did it. We believe in you, even though nobody really else does. And this is one of those races anyone can win. Like, it's not, you gotta be in the right place at the right time.
You gotta survive. That's it. This in Talladega, you gotta survive.
Well, Atlanta now.
Yeah, that's true too.
There's a video Ricky Stenhouse posted on his socials. You've watched Talladega Nights where the slingshot engaged meme. He put a video of him, and it was him and Kyle Larson, and then they're passing Joey Logano, and I thought it was pretty cool. I'll have to send it to you.
Okay. I thought another little cool factoid here is the first time ever that the Xfinity Truck and Cup Series champions were all in the Daytona 500.
What now?
It was the first time ever that the Xfinity truck, and cup champions from the previous year were all in the Daytona 500.
Who won trucks?
Zane Smith,
Oh, okay.
Ty Gibbs, and Joey Logano. It's the first time that that has ever happened, and I just thought that was
That is
cool.
cool. Yeah, I agree. There was a picture. I have to remember who was in it, but Noah Gregson tweeted it out. I want to say it was Zane Smith, Noah Gregson, and it was somebody else. When they were younger fishing, they're all, I don't know, they're probably 10 years old. Riley Herbst. There's a picture. One of them, they're all small. They're probably 10, 12, 13 years old. And then there's a picture there and then at the race. He's comparing the two. Like, we were fishing when we were younger, but now we're racing the Daytona 500. So it's a pretty cool
I didn't
picture.
see. Yeah. Should we also start keeping track of flipped cars?
Ah, we can, but
We are definitely keeping track of cars that catch on fire, which
yeah,
is
yeah, no, yeah. No matter what NASCAR will try or do, there will always be a flip car or a potential of a flip car at these racetracks. No matter what you do and try to prevent it, it just will happen more. They might not flip like, back in the day of, Rusty Wallace and Dale Earnhardt back in those types of days, even though it happened last year to Chris Buescher. But it's gonna happen. He's lucky he didn't catch the catch fence. Whoever that was in the Xfinity, I forgot who it was.
Sam Mayer.
Sam Mayer, yeah. When he's just lucky he caught the grass and it flipped him on his wheels, so he wasn't, having a blood rush to his head. So, but no matter, like I said, I texted you with that, and like no matter what they do, they always have a potential. When the car flips and gets side like that, it just when the car sideways at 200 miles an hour, the wind is gonna flip. It's physics.
It's gonna happen.
It's physics.
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
a matter of yeah. Another little factoid that I thought was interesting. And I wasn't aware, but do you realize that Chevy has won the pole the last 11 years in a row at Daytona?
I saw that, and it's five times straight for one is in Hendricks, but I think even more than that, like eight or nine out of those have been Hendrick. I'd have to look. Yeah, it's been a Chevy show.
Yeah. I just thought it was like I didn't realize that.
Yeah, one of them was Danica, but they were Chevy still at Stuart Haas. One of them was Austin Dillon, that was RCR. But I think the rest of them, like Gordon and Jimmy, and I don't know if Junior ever won one, but it's been Kyle Larson and Alex Bowman. Which that boy, when he qualified, it was no one near him. I couldn't believe if you watched that qualifying when they showed the shadow car to him, it wasn't even close. So whatever they did to that car, I was like, holy crap.
All right. Like I said, we said Zane Smith wins the trucks. Austin Hill won the Xfinity, which is cool. One little throwaway here. I always like to do these kinds of things. Michael McDowell and his wife Jamie, they had a daughter right after the 500, and they welcomed Isabel Grace to the world. So that's cool. There was nothing on the broadcast about that. He didn't say anything. Nobody asked him about it, which kind of irritated me. But after I found out that it happened, now I got a question for you. It's something that I know you would have a little more depth and knowledge about. What the hell is the big deal with these pixelated dashboards? What is that all about, and why are people complaining?
I heard a little bit about it. Um, I heard that they were gonna pixelate the dashboards during qualifying, so other because with these digital dashes, it shows a lot more information besides just like speed and RPM and blah blah blah. So I think during qualifying, the driver can tune and see lines and see what their teammates are doing. There's information on there that they don't want other teams to see. Now, I think NASCAR or the broadcast, I heard this, was trying to unpixelate it for the race, and team owner said no. So it's a privacy thing.
Is it like an angle thing? If unless you're looking at it dead on, you can't really see it.
No, okay. You remember in the olden days of watching Cops or something, they pixelate the face so you can't see what the face looks like? That's what they're doing to that.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing to the dash. They don't want nobody to see it.
Okay, and I don't have a problem with that. Why does everybody else have a problem with that? That's what I guess didn't. I don't care what they're doing as long as the driver has information.
It's just people. It's even if you could see it, you couldn't make it out. It's gonna be colors to you. With the quality of the cameras that are in those cars, you may see like the speed and RPM, but you're not gonna see what the fine stuff that's on that dash. So I don't know why people are
if I
bitching.
was a Hendrick or a RFK or Tony Stewart or Joe Gibbs, I'd tell them flat out, it's none of your damn business.
Yeah, it's NASCAR. Last year they didn't blur it out, but like I said, I'm pretty sure that was a early revision and early stuff that are on there. I think now that it's probably been updated with more detailed information and blah 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 for the driver. And from what I understand, is they don't want that information to other drivers or other people to see. It's race car.
So are they must be pixelating it through the camera that's in the car,
Yes.
not on the dashboard.
No, it's on the it's like me editing this video and blurring your face. It's not blurred out for the driver, it's blurred out for the TV.
Well, then I like it. I do. I could care less what your oil pressure is or any of that other stuff.
It's just them another nitpick bullshit. It didn't bother me. I just go, oh, they're blarking it. Oh, they don't want nobody to see it. Okay, go on.
Well, they seem to make a pretty big deal out of it, but they never explained it. They never explained what they were talking about. It's just they were complaining about
they just want
the pixelization, and I'm like, what? Now the driver can't see it? Can the
no?
What?
It was the driver can see perfectly fine. It's on the editing side. They receive it. It's blurred. Like I'm pretty sure it's just personal driver information that's there. That's for them to see, and that's it. I knew that.
Well, I like it.
That's fine by me.
I
do.
There needs
to be secrets, and whoever can figure it out the best go. That's how people won it. That's how Jeff Gordon won races. That's how Kevin Harvick won his races, because they figured shit out before anybody else.
Yeah.
So in this day and age,
fuel line, I don't care.
With this day and age where everybody shares their telemetry data, it's all shared. So with this, it's okay. This is fine tune stuff that.
This is what I'll let you see.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was a Daytona thing or if that's an all year thing. Because Daytona, obviously, they don't want nobody else to know shit. So it just might have been a Daytona thing. I don't know.
Well, I was curious why they were making such a big deal out of it. And I'm like,
because people are stupid.
Yeah.
I can understand if the pixelation was like half the screen and you really couldn't see with the driver's point of view. But like you're not seeing literally the bottom left corner of you're not seeing anything anyways. And all that is giving you a POV of the driver's eye. That's it. And
yeah, I get it.
So stop, like, essentially. I don't know. It's just people want to bitch about something. In my opinion.
I believe so. I just thought of something before I say it. Uh, I was happy to see Ross Chastain signed a multi-year deal with Trackhouse. I don't know what years, I didn't check that out, but I'm just glad to see him have a multi-year deal. He's got a home for a while anyway. You're working on what I just told you.
I thought that was a meme. I didn't think that was real.
It's real. It was real. They did it.
Don't shoot.
Uh-huh. I hope you can get it up so we can talk, because I think it was one of the funniest damn things I've seen in years. But it was authentic.
I can. I saw a picture. I just thought it was a fake.
If
I
you can
saw
put
it.
a third box or whatever and
Yeah,
put it up there.
I got it. The Goodyear blimp.
To me, it was the funniest thing of the weekend.
Don't shoot.
Especially
Yeah, I didn't know that. I saw a picture. I just thought it was fake when I saw.
No, no, they did it. Hey, Brian's gonna put something up here real quick. I know this is gonna be a quick hit, but man, I died laughing. Goodyear and their blimp flying around. Put a little message on their message board.
Don't shoot.
And it was great. But again, I just cracked me up. I noticed that the TV broadcast didn't show it, but I saw a few posts and it was unreputable and they were questioning it. Yeah, it's just like you said, just a meme. And they're like, oh no, they really did it. And I heard on Sirius XM NASCAR that from people that were actually there, and yeah, it happened.
That's funny.
I love it.
Huh.
So, all right. Other than having are you getting ready to put it up, or
All right,
you just put it up on the?
yeah, I had it up already.
All right, you put it up there. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to do with Daytona? I mean, to me, I'm just gonna recap real quick. It was a good race. It was a different plate race. Like I said, they couldn't do the three wide thing. Anybody that tried to get in the middle, they were gone. It was like dragging a parachute on them. But it was good tandem racing, in my opinion. It got really aggressive at the end. I really thought my prediction for the winner was going to come true until a half lap for the end when Kyle got turned by his own teammate. Actually,
Mm-mm.
was
Uh, uh,
oh he was pushing Austin.
no, Austin was pushing him. Then Austin got wrecked in it before the wreck before Austin got taken out.
You're correct.
I forgot
You're
who I
correct.
forgot who took Kyle out. Kyle got taken out.
And Austin got taken out in the wreck previous.
Yes, correct.
And then Kyle got
Yeah,
taken out in the last wreck, a half lap for the end. But I really think Kyle, if that last wreck,
he
he'd
was
have
there.
hooked up with Larson or somebody to.
Yeah, I also Busher and Keselowski, they were hooked up good too. I thought they had a really good chance.
They were strong most of the day.
And I think Busher wasn't even gonna try to pass Keselowski for the win. I think he's gonna push his boss to the win if it came
Oh,
to
I think
it.
he would have.
I don't.
Absolutely, I think he would have done it. Okay, I don't have a whole lot more to add. It would
No,
to
I
me
don't.
it was a great week. It was a good kickoff to the season. We had four great races, including the ARCA race. The dude that won that, and I don't have his name on the tip of my tongue, but that man built his own stuff. hauled it himself, crew chiefed it himself. He's almost like a one-man operation. He had a couple of guys in the pits to pit the car. I'm sure they volunteered. But it was just a feel-good story for him and the truck race, the Xfinity race, and the Cup. It was a really good racing weekend in my opinion. It a good way to kick off the season. I was real There's not a lot I was disappointed about. Um and you mentioned the coverage on Fox.
That was the
What
only
the
thing.
internet's
That was something I was really disappointed in. But like I said, I just with a wreck like that, just give me say, hey, Kyle's out of the car. He's in infield care center. He's fine. He's awake. He's fine for now.
Yeah.
But he said, yeah, he was fine. So like I said, I understand, but like a wreck like that, the way he hit, it just went straight up and it whipped so hard, and that's what really bothered me is the whip. I know the hit, but when he went straight in, but when it whipped, that's what I was more worried about when he hit.
Yeah. Well, it was the driver's side.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Earnhardt, we saw Kenny Irwin, we saw Adam Petty.
Yeah, that's what I was. Like I said,
Yeah.
no update because he probably had the hardest hit of the weekend. Um, like I said, just no update. There was nothing like. But they kept showing when I know he's all right is when they keep showing replays of the crash because if they think someone's hurt, they won't show replays. So I knew he's all right. Just like tell me, goddamn.
Right. I hear you. All right. Let's move on. We got Auto Club coming up. Like I said, the West Coast swing. You got California, Vegas, and Phoenix. Um, I was listening today on the way home from work. Did do you know there's an absolute possibility of snow at Fontana this
No,
weekend?
had no idea.
And the higher elevations are definitely going to get not just inches but feet of snow. Um, what this person that had called in was saying that it's possible, not necessarily probable, but possible that they could actually get snowed out at Fontana. Uh, that it might be rain in the lower elevations, but regardless, it's not going to be a warm weekend, whichever way it goes.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, and it might be a Monday or Tuesday race, but yeah, I was shocked when I heard that. It was like, really, snow?
If it's snowing, if it's not sticking, if it's a light snow, they'd be fine. It'd just be really cold track.
Yeah. So, um, guess who's the best guy at Fontana right now of active drivers?
I would say Larson or Bowman.
Bush.
Kyle?
Yep.
Really?
3 wins in the last 10 races. 3 wins, 6 top 5s, 7 top 10s. The most points at 368. They've got Eric Jones in the mix only because he's had less races. He's got 5 races, 1 top 5, 3 top 10s. I'm trying to look at average finish again. Is Kyle Busch at 6.3. Kurt Busch doesn't matter.
Kyle Busch got a new sponsor for this weekend too that they never announced.
I saw that. Who is it? Joey Lagan.
Lucas Oil. It's a really sharp looking,
Yes.
a
Yes,
really
I did
sharp
see
look
that.
blue, and it's kind of the same colors as Larson, but it looks sharp. Lucas Oil.
I did see that. Your next, well, I'll just go ahead and do out the top 10. You got Keselowski, Cindric, Elliott, Harvick, Hamlin, and Truex that are your best out here. Uh, let's see if anybody really stands out. Kyle Larson's he's only raced 8 times out there, but he's got 2 wins. He's in 11th. Truex and Keselowski each have a win. Average finish. Huh. I didn't know Austin Cindric won a race out there.
Hendrick?
That's what they're saying.
Because that has to be Xfinity.
It must be. Anywho, you got who you're gonna pick for the win?
With those stats, I would say Kyle Busch.
That's what I picked.
With those and his aggression, the way he's been racing and the way he was at Coliseum and this weekend, I just feel he's gonna do whatever he can. And if he has a great car, even if he has a mediocre car, I think he'll be in the top 5. He needs like, screw you guys, I'm winning, and I think he's gonna do it.
Oh, he's gonna bring some trophies home to Richard Childress Racing. There's no two ways.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Kyle Busch would be my guy.
And remember, we've only got one race in, so it's got to be outside of 25. Who's your
25?
dark horse? That's what we did last year.
Dark horse. Whoa. Oh, since it's the first race, we got a lot of really good dark horses. Chase Elliott.
All right. I'm going with McDowell.
McDowell's not a dark horse.
Yeah, he is.
The standings? He's 21st. He's not a dark horse.
All right, hang on. What did I look at?
You probably looked at position. No, what? Finish up there. I'm looking at the standings right now. Noah Gragson, Harrison Burton, Ryan Preece, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, William Byron, BJ McLeod, Justin Austin Dillon, Chase Briscoe, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, which could be, and Ty Dillon. Those are your post 25.
All right, I had it. Where'd it go? Standings. Come on, show it to me. Whoa, back. Now I'm sounding stupid. Why can't I pull up standings? You're pissing me off here. Standings, there it is. It's down on the bottom, for the love of God. All right. You're right, McDowell. What was I looking at? He's in 21st, so I can't do that. So I will amend my pick. And I'm really going to go out in left field. Tyler Reddick.
Left field, I'd probably be top 10. You know, he's not really a dark horse, but, if this is by the rules.
By the rule, 25th or worse. Chase Elliott in 29th. Wow. William Byron in 30th.
Well, he didn't get taken out, but I think he broke a tie rod and they couldn't fix it. There was other stuff that was broken when that happened. Shit.
Wow. All right. Do you have any? I know this is kind of a short one too for being the Daytona 500. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, that's about it. There's no really news. No one got hurt. There's no big crashes. There's no fights. It's mainly just the post Ricky Stenhouse video. Oh,
Okay.
him real quick.
I was gonna say
I
I
did see that this year was lower viewership than last year.
yeah, 8.81 million they said. I don't know what that compares to.
Lower, and they kept pushing. That's the thing that bothers me, and I'm tired of this diversity shit. Trying to divide for no reason. Brad Doherty's the first black Daytona 500 winning owner. I don't care, but
Yeah.
he's a winning owner. Congrats. Great for them. It's a single car team. You don't have to say black. I'm sorry.
I don't care if he's green.
I don't. Yeah, you're dividing more by saying that. So, congrats. When he won, I was like, congrats to Brad. I just was like, oh yeah, good job, Brad, Black Brad. Like, more diversity. They're trying to push for no reason. I don't understand it. They're just trying to say, oh, there's a black owner won in NASCAR. Come watch now. So that's what they're trying to do. But like,
I can't remember who on the broadcast uh they were talking about um drivers, and they completely forgot about uh no, I had it. Dang it. Clear back in the 60s or
their
70s.
first black winner.
Well, driver.
Yeah. Okay.
Dang it. I just had it.
Wendell Scott.
There you go. God, why did that go out of my head? But, he did his again, hauled his own car, did his own work, everything. And they just kind of glossed over that.
Yep.
So,
There was another thing I saw is there's rumors going around that next year the Xfinity is going the one lug. One lug.
good luck with that.
Yeah.
I hate that still, but I'm not going to harp on it cuz can't change it.
Yeah, there wasn't really much anything else in that. Just small little things came out. There might be some coming out tomorrow and Friday before Auto Club, but I think we'll get more news on the Auto Club going down to a half mile. That'll be the big thing. This is supposed to be the last year of the 2 mile, and then they're gonna redo the track to be a half mile, and they're gonna say, this whole story is it gonna be done in time? So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a story or two or whatever else.
Yeah, but they started working on that
Well, they
over the
started.
last
Yeah, they're
year. I
prepping.
mean, and they're
Yeah, they're
doing
prepping. Prep work. So when this race is done, I guarantee you it's hour one, day one, or whatever. It's gonna tear shit apart. I got a year. They don't have
yeah.
to tear the whole track around. They just got to get the track finished, and they can tear the rest out. They don't. They need to
Yeah.
prioritize getting the track ready and finished, which we see and know can be done because what they did at Richmond and North Wilkesboro, not Richmond. Is it Richmond?
No, North Wilkesboro and Rockingham.
Rockingham, yeah, Rockingham and North, and Atlanta. Atlanta did their whole track in a year, so
Yeah.
it can be done. It's just
Well, the problem with Fontana is you got the libtards out
yeah,
there that don't want anybody doing anything because you might mess with a butterfly or something. But all right, kiddo. Um, I really don't have it. Like I said, there was some other stuff. Uh, in the under series racing, but that's not what we're here for. Nothing major. There was, like I said, I just want to say again, it was a really, in my opinion, a good race. A lot of strategy played. It was much better in my opinion than last year. They It was, I don't want to say it was almost like the Pied Piper running around type thing, but um they did just do a lot of logging of laps for a good portion of the race. And then of course when we got into stage 3, uh things got a little intense. And honestly I liked it. I did. Um Do I wish we didn't have the stages? Absolutely. I just don't like that stage racing. I don't like that the winner of the Daytona 500 is not the points leader.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Hey." I didn't realize that when I looked today.
So, anywho, uh, give us our spiel. We're on all platforms everywhere. Uh, give a shout out to NASCAR-nation.com. That we'll put it up this up there, and I do want to give another shout out to NASCAR Only on Facebook, where I'm an admin. A lot of good stuff going on there, and a lot of people getting mad at each other, which I love watching. And Brian, the technical guy, man, just kudos for all the work you do to get it up on everything like you do. So,
I seen you posted on the Facebooks for how populated they are. No one's joining the league, so I would like to get people to join the fantasy league. It'd be nice to have other people to root against and see what their picks are. Cause I like looking at people's picks. Whoa, look at this guy. Look at but the link's there. You can go to it. It's free to join, free to sign up. All you gotta do is make 5 picks every week.
yep.
Well, 6 because you have a garage, but it's not hard.
Well, and
It
then
takes
you
a
got
minute
your
of your time.
4 head to
Yeah, it takes
heads.
a minute, 2 of your time. And
Yeah.
if you're really in the NASCAR, you already know what's going on, so you don't have to really research. So you're part of those fan clubs, so you already know. So like I said, just join. I'd like to have conversations about it. Besides me beating
Absolutely.
him every week.
Yeah, well, I told you this week was a throwaway week and it could have gone my way. It was going pretty good till that last lap. So,
I'm trying to see what my other picks were because I did a wild one. I did a wild pick. I had Keselowski, Bowman, Johnson, Jones, Chastain, and Reddick, and I still had 135. I still beat you with my wild picks.
okay.
But that one's in a
You're going to
different.
have to give the belt away this year. I'm promising you that.
I have.
Well, you used some pretty good picks already. That means I got one up on you on several guys.
No, I know I didn't. I'm
All right.
McDowell, Keselowski, Wallace. We'll see. Other than that, yeah,
All right,
ready
everybody.
getting out of here.
Yep. Everybody have a good week. Tune back in next week. And like Brian said, join us in the fantasy league on NASCAR.com. It's Burn It Down NASCAR Podcast is the group.
Link is in the
Eh,
description.
yes, sir. Everybody have a good week.